What's up? My name's Hunter, and you're watching me. Welcome to Season 2 of Randomly Generated Covers. If you're new here, you may be wondering what that means. Basically, in Season 1, I had a big wheel of songs, and I would just get a random one via spinning the wheel, and then I would give myself like 2 listens of the tune and 2 takes to do a drum cover of it. Think Drumeo, like, here's this for the first time format, but like way worse. There were some ups, there were some downs, but mostly I would say it was just sort of a fun experiment. I've been thinking a lot about Season 1, and while it was a ton of fun, I think my biggest shortcoming was the quality of the playing I was doing. Blind covering a song is fun every once in a while, but it started to get stale pretty fast, and every episode's just me like blindly chopping over pop tunes and whatnot, and you know, there's enough of that on the internet. So I wanted to make this season a little more disciplined, and in order to do that, we're going to have to establish some new rules. Here's how it's going to work. Firstly, we got more wheels. The first wheel spin this time is going to be determined whether it is a drum cover or a vocal cover. It's heavily sided in favor of the drums. This is because the second wheel is going to be the source of the cover, and this is going to be like a wide variety of sources. It's going to be pretty fun, but I'm going to let those sort of reveal themselves as we go on. The third wheel is only going to be spun when necessary. Some of the second wheel options will require one more wheel to be spun before we know for sure what's going on. So once we have our target locked in, it's time to get to work. Spend some time listening to the tune, getting familiar with it, and then I'll work out all the parts, try to recreate the sound. This could take anywhere between 30 minutes to 30 days, but I'm just going to trust the process and see what happens. Once everything's learned, I'll get a good recording, and that's what you'll see at the end of each video. You can always skip to the end if you just want to see the cover. I'll be using Logic's stem splitter to remove all of the stuff that I am recreating. Probably a good time to mention that I'm going to be trying to mix these as well. It's probably not going to start off great. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to be trying to practice that skill throughout this process as well. So this could add a ton of time to each video, even after I've learned and tracked the thing. Yay! As far as accuracy goes, for like the vocal covers, I may change the key. Otherwise, it's a vocal cover. For drums, I'm not really a note-for-note guy. I'm just going to treat it like if I got called by that artist, asked to do a gig, what would I do? Keep the vibe, but still sound like me.
Disclaimer, learning songs over and over is incredibly valuable for a musician, and I think everyone should spend time doing that, but I've done that a lot, and I don't want to do it right now, and this is my show, and you can't make me!
Bonus ability. I get to veto a maximum of 1 of the wheel spins per episode. Okay, last thing before we get started, my transparency clause. Any vocal cover is gonna be like pretty much guaranteed to be mimed and lip synced. Those I'm going to do, a bunch of takes, maybe even over a few days. I'm going to spend time mixing it, and then I'm going to film a video like in 1 or 2 takes. It's not going to be like live in that way, unless I say so. Drum covers, on the other hand, are going to be the opposite. They're always going to be 1 takes. Like the take you are watching is the take you're hearing, even if there's multiple camera angles. And this is mostly because I'm lazy. Cool. Let's go.
Hi, editing me here. This is what the footage looks like for the wheel spins. So obviously that's not very usable, so I'm gonna fix that for the next ones, but here's what we landed on.
I Caught Myself by Paramore. I like Paramore a lot. I don't think I've heard this song. I mean, I guess if it's in the movie, I've heard it, but it doesn't ring a bell. So, time to get to work.
fun tune. I did know it. I was wrong yesterday. I think there's like a flub or two in that take that you just saw, but also like it wouldn't really be randomly generated covers if I didn't have that. So, sorry. Yeah. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. Tell your friends, don't tell your friends. Let's see what happens next. Bye.